Alright, viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us in another one here on the coach's desk. Big up on yourself and the people. So, in this one, we'll be talking about Shericka Jackson. Yeah, man, she'll be on the Diamond League circuit this weekend, tomorrow, right? And it will be in Xiamen, China, and she'll be running her first 200 meters competitively in 2 years, since June rather, not 2 years, right? And Shericka pretty much is indicating that, you know, it was a difficult period, but she had good people around her, you know, and her aim is to just go out there and cross that line healthy. And I think that is a good start. I know that there's gonna be a lot of fun expectations to see her blaze up the track, but we have to take into consideration that it's her first run in a while, yeah, competitively. And she also indicated that it's like she had to learn to run again and all of these things. So it's quite challenging. It's quite challenging for the athletes. And I'm looking forward to see her compete with, you know, tempering my expectation. Just hoping that, you know, she competes and do well in a sense where she crossed that line and she's not, you know, having a grimace on her face, you understand? And even if it's a grimace, it's probably a tired grimace rather than an injured grimace, yeah? So I'm looking to see her compete, finish healthy, injury-free, as they normally say. Yeah, because for someone to be out for so long, you know, you can't put a massive expectation to their competition. See when Shelly, you know, was going to be running that 100 meters, yeah, a lot of people wanted to see where she's at, and they were pleased. Similar to Shericka Jackson. So, I mean, it's crazy, you know, when athletes face these circumstances and situations. It's very difficult for them, especially on the mental aspect of it. They tend to be tentative whenever it's competition time. Even in the 300, she made mention of that competition, you know, that she did in Miramar. So she says she just wants to stay injury free. She also has, you know, personal goals of breaking that world record, especially in the 200 meters. And 2023 was the right year, but it didn't happen for whatever reason. She said that is still her goal, but it's not in the purview right now. Yeah, it's not a thing that her goal is set for this year, and she's gonna be taking her time throughout this season. It's a long season. Competition, the major competition is at the back end of the season. Quite a little bit different for some of these athletes. So yeah, I'm eager to see how she does it, how she puts it together, and it's just more about competing and getting those races in, to get sharp, to get races under your legs, you know, to get that muscle memory in, so that, you know, she can acclimatize to running again, yeah, competitively. So it's a good look. I know Julian Alfred did that 21.8, and persons might be saying, oh, Shericka needs to go faster because she is the dominant force in the 200. But I'm not even looking at time where Shericka is concerned, yeah, because of what she went through. I'm not even looking at time. It's about execution. It's about finishing that race, like she said, yeah. So I'm more so about that. But one thing she made mention of, you know, folks, and it jumped out at me. Are we going to see a Shericka just focusing on the 200 meters rather than the 1-2. Even though she indicated that whatever her coaches decide to do, then she'll just work with it, and whatever they decide, she'll be ready. Whether it is the 200 alone or the 1-2, she's gonna be ready. That is something interesting for me. It is something interesting, because we have the likes of Tia and Tina, who might be shaping up nicely in this 100 meters. So of course, MVP always come with strategies, in order to maximize their potential on the circuit within the national team. So it might be something that can be explored. But again, it's up to her team, and she said whichever one comes, they'll be ready. I'll be playing the clip for you to hear what Shericka had to say about her own dealings in terms of her expectation of the race and so forth. But again, it's a good look. Very interesting times lie ahead. You understand? Very interesting times, because this season, I think it's gonna be different for some athletes. Some athletes are going to pretty much go in uncharted waters. Some might be be in a situation where their season has never gone so long. So it is something to look at. It is something to take consideration of. But definitely, it's good to know that Shericka will be touching the track again in a competitive 200-meter race. Yeah, and I can't wait to see that competition. Whether it is a huge comeback, whether it is a quiet one, I'm definitely eager to see where she's gonna be at that particular time. Yeah, so big up yourself, people. You can just drop a comment in the chat, and yeah, we just read your comments. As always interesting from some people. Yeah, but big up on yourself same way.
And I'm excited. I just want to cross the line healthy, It's been June since I competitive in the 200s. I just want to take my time and work my way back in slowly. I'm not rushing anything. World Championship is in September, so I have a lot of time to fix the fine details. It's my first race since June, so I'm just excited to be here. I'm definitely not the 400, but as I said, I think we both run some 100 and 200, but I think mostly to focus on the 200 now. And I honestly don't know, but anywhere the season takes me, whether the 100 and 200 are one event, then I'm definitely ready. It felt weird, I think I was trying to learn how to run again, and that 300 was really, really hard, but I was excited because I think it gave me a sense of calm to know where I was and how it felt running beyond 200. So I think I was excited but nervous, but I got the job done, so I'm okay. For me, I think in 2023 I had a really good shot, and I was brave enough to say it, because one time I was really, really afraid to say I wanted to break the world record. It's something that I still have in mind. Do I focus on it? No. I just take each step at a time, and I think if it's supposed to come, it will come once I'm healthy. As I said, it's definitely one of my goals, and I just want to stay healthy, and once I'm healthy and having some fun, then anything is possible.